What's up, everybody? For those that don't know, my name is Joey. Most people know me by Snow Rock. So today I got one. This is one of the times I was on the streets. Most of my stories are about prison because I spent most of my life in prison. But this one is a little different. I got out of prison and I was, you know what I'm saying, I was trying to do right, and I ended up getting in a car club with the low riders with some friends, and it was cool, I ain't had no problems. But on this situation, it was we were gonna caravan the whole car club. We were gonna caravan out to the beach. It's summertime, everybody got low riders. So my homeboy, he builds lowriders. He don't have a license. So he needs somebody to drive his lowrider. I just got out. I got license. I'm legit. So, you know what I'm saying? Snow drive, and okay, so cool, you know what I'm saying? That way he don't get pulled over and get the car towed or nothing like that. So on this day, we were driving, and as we were on our way on the freeway in the caravan, all of a sudden started leaking transmission fluid. Didn't know what it was, but we were leaking something because it's getting on and it's causing the car to smoke. So my boy pulls off. We get off on Euclid. We pull around to the back of where Big Bear used to be. If anybody knows, you know what I mean, you know. But yeah, we pull into the back parking lot where the Big Bear used to be, and we park right there. My boy, he's the mechanic, he's the builder, he builds lowriders. So he jumps under and starts, saying, oh yeah, this needs okay. So he, saying, busts out the tools and starts getting to work on it. And we in the parking lot, and this another dude is Lamont. Lamont is in the car with us. So my boy Arch and Lamont. So it's Arch car, but the story is it's in his sister's name. So because he don't have license, so he don't want to get it taken for driving without a license. So the car is in his sister's name, and we're saying the story is that it's my girlfriend's car. That's the name, and he's the mechanic helping me fix the car. Likely story, whatever. We got to do what we got to do. So it was all good. We in the parking lot, and he's working on the car, and it's a minor fix, he says. So he's up under there working on it, and the police roll by. Now we in a blue Lincoln town car with hydraulics that says "faux much" on the back, gang related. I'm blued up. My boy, I'm saying, car's all blue. As soon as the police see us, okay, they don't mess with us. They just wait. And I'm like, watch. As soon as we pull up out of here, they're going to jack us. As soon as we pull up out of here, they're going to jack us. So now where we're at, we're in the back of the parking lot. If you go in between the store that used to be Big Bear, it's another store. I don't know the name of it right now, but this is basically a market. And in between there is a driveway that you drive up from the back parking lot to the front. They got a little strip mall. They got a bunch of little stuff. Everybody know Par Liquor right there, and you got all the little other businesses and whatever was right here. But so right here, I think back then it was like it was a parts place like Kragen or something like that. And I don't remember which one it was, but we was just pulling up there because we needed to get some more transmission fluid because ours, some of ours leaked out. So I told the homie, like, look, let me drive because the police just drove around. He's like, nah, I'm just going to drive it up to the front. Okay, so we get in and he drives it up to the front. Before we even get to the front of the damn place, we get jacked, pulled over by three police cars. They jump out, same routine. We gang related. I'm on parole, fourth waiver. All the whole get down. They want to search and go through the whole thing. But this is the first time I have ever been in a situation where they secured the passenger and not the driver. They took me out and cuffed me up, put me in the back of the police car, and then, they took the driver out. But I just got released. I'm out on high risk parole. I'm, Anyway, So we I'm in the back of the car. My two homies is on the curb, so they searching the car, going through everything. So we ain't worried about nothing. You know what I mean? We legit. You know what I mean? Got tags. Everything is legit. I got a license. You know what I mean? We was here getting this and that. So the police come back to me and start just giving me, look, man. You know what I'm saying? Here, man, I want you to take this card. And I'm like, man, I don't need your card. He's like, look, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, what, you trying to get me killed? He's like, what? Think about it. We don't let nothing happen to our people. And he's talking about the snitches, and he's serious. They put him in witness protection program. Man, that's some bullshit. They leave them motherfuckers out for bait to catch somebody else and put somebody else in the slave system. But nah, you know what I'm saying? The cop was trying to give me his card telling me he worked for the federal government. He wasn't a police officer. And you know what I'm saying? At the time, you know what I'm saying, he's like, look, if you don't take my card, I'm gonna take your girlfriend's car, impound it because the boy ain't got no license. And then, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna take him, you know what I'm saying, and him because he has some weed and some bullshit. Like, man, you do whatever you want to do, you know what I'm saying? That's your job. Either way, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna live no matter what. So he said, just take my card and think about it. 'Cause we pay good. And when I think about it, that's why I'm all legit today. Because it's so many times and so many people. How many times they got at me like that? How many other people they got at that just gave them something? It's and you can't do nothing no more. The way we was back in the 80s, you can't do that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? Because everywhere you go, you're on camera. It's not a game. This is reality. Everywhere you go, you're on camera. You have put a tracking device on yourself. Every day you carry your phone. You have a microphone. You carry a microphone with you everywhere you go. And you don't even, what I'm saying, but that's the thing, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta worry about it if you all legit. I'm just saying. Nah, but a long story short, you know what I'm saying, the cop just wanted to give me his card so that, you know what I'm saying, he could have somebody, you know what I'm saying, trying to get somebody to tell or whatever. So, you know what I mean, it's over and over and over I've been asked to snitch or tell or, you know what I'm saying, and then I've seen snitches that told and man, there's a dude there's a dude that was a crime. He was a crackhead that got us in the dope house that we robbed. And the crackhead, you know what I'm saying, was a red rag, but he was a crackhead. So he was a Damu, he was a blood or whatever, you know what I mean? And we didn't know. We just used him to get us up into the dope house because he told us the dope man had had 2 kilos. When we got up in there, the dope man only had 2 ounces. You know what I mean? This crumbs. This is we was robbing. We were robbing drug dealers at the time. This dude didn't count. He was small time. We weren't big time, but you know what I'm saying, we were trying to rob somebody big time. We wasn't trying to rob this little crumbs, you know. But anyway, long story short, this dude is in prison telling people, yeah, man, I was Snow Rock's crime. And this is a dude that told on me, not only me, he was also an informant already for the Cleovis Prince, the Claremont killer. He was his roommate on the streets. And so he was working with the DA. It all came out in court when we were getting sentenced, and the judge is like, well, you know what I'm saying, this guy, you know what I'm saying, the snitch. The dude's name is Shirley Beasley. Calls himself, say he's from Skyline. Anybody that knows him, holla at your boy, man. He's a rat. Um, Shirley Beasley. Shirley Beasley. He told on the Cleovis Prince, the Claremont killer. I guess some guy was killing a bunch of women in Claremont. So he told on him, and the DA came to court and asked the judge to be easy on this guy, and they didn't. You know what I'm saying? How am I supposed to, you know what I'm saying, sentence all these men, but let him go just because he's telling them, you know what I mean? Nah, you know what I mean? He was involved. He's going to do his time. So he had to go put him in the tank with me. Ooh. But back then, we couldn't do nothing. We were, what I'm saying, separated. So I never seen him again. And he's lucky. I hope I don't. I hope I don't. Because it's hard. It's hard for me doing time because I'm white and I associate with the blacks and I'm gang related and the at that time I heard that in prison now that the whites aren't pushing a line on whites who what I'm saying choose to go to other wherever. And that's the thing. I was considered a race traitor. I was considered a race traitor because this is the way I was raised. You know what I mean? I was raised with, I'm saying, with my folks. And, I'm saying, I'm not like people said, I want to be white, I want to be black, or I pretend to be black, or I think I'm black. And I ain't never been none of that. I just been me trying to be me. You know what I mean? When I was a kid, I wanted to fit in. I don't give a damn about fitting in no more. I'm me. I'm gonna do me, and that's what I'm saying. That's the best I can do. You know what I mean? Anybody that don't want to be around that, you can give me 5 feet. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna stay in my zone. You know what I mean? I'm gonna stay in my lane. I'm gonna do my thing. Check me on my next one. All right, y'all.